Put it down.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
What a shame.
Adair! Adair, are you receiving?
I'm here, Admiral.
No, you're not here. That is the problem. We were counting on you to stop an Imperial strike team on Ord Trossi. They came in fast and overwhelmed ground security. Half their planetary defense grid is gone.
I'm sorry to hear that, Admiral, but this lead took priority.
Priority? Are you telling me your little antique hunt was more important to the Jedi than protecting Republic citizens?
Stopping Malgus will keep the Republic safe. We needed something to push our investigation forward. And I think I found it.
Well, I hope the price we paid was worth it. Rava out.
Get me the Commodore. It's urgent.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing.
Good, you're here. Didn't want to put this in anyone's hands but yours. Sorry. Some greasy Sith really didn't want me to have that.
Are you all right? I can take you to the med bay.
Don't worry about me. What you've got in your hands is way more important. That belonged to Darth Nul. Took us ages to find it, but it was worth it.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to help you.
You are helping. Why do you think I came straight here? Arn and the old man have been breaking their backs looking for patterns in what we know about Darth Nul, hoping to find another fortress. They must have read every report on Nul at least 20 times apiece. They finally narrowed it down to a few places that seemed like good candidates. We split up and started looking. I was the lucky winner, the one who knows the least about this stuff, but I'm hoping you can help me fix that.
I've got specialists on just about any crazy Force thing you can imagine. We all put our heads together, we'll figure out what this is. I'll see what Dr. Ogorob says, my science expert.
A science expert? Not what I was expecting to hear, but I'm open to anything at this point.
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Had to cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die, or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Runuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and was nearly defeated. An outcome that was not expected. How could my plans so miss the mark? I asked myself. I looked and finally found my answer. Someone did not honor their agreements. Someone valued credits over their own life. Bask's son used one of his pretty machines to make sure I didn't win the duel. He died like a coward. Because of him, we lost Runuk. Because of me, we gained a great deal more. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Hedda. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance. Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan except myself and Sahar. At long last, we will take back what is ours.
So, I heard you ran into Sahar. Is she all right? Can't believe she's gotten herself mixed up in all that Mandalorian business.
Tensions were running high on Runuk, and there wasn't a lot of trust on anyone's part. There wasn't much I could do to get Sahar to come home. I know this must be hard for you.
I just wish I could tell her that Elam wasn't the end, that she'll always be welcomed back with open arms. You know, I barely even remember her mentioning a brother on Ossus. Now he's got her turning her back on us.
Over here. I do believe I've found something. But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
I didn't get a chance to look closely at it or anything. I just know it was some kind of trap and that relic was in it.
What do you think this relic is?
It's not what I think, it's what the science tells me. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
Now that is something that might actually come in handy. Good work, Doc.
I aim to please. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That's where Osis is. Jedi get crystals from the Adika system to build their lightsabers. We have for hundreds of years.
So why did Darth Nul have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
Well, she was helping the Emperor control people through the Force, right? I'll bet she used those crystals in some horrible machine that hunted down Jedi and turned them into children of the Emperor.
From everything I've heard about the children of the Emperor, it makes sense.
And who knows what else she designed that has yet to be uncovered? In theory, the possibilities are limitless from all she seemed to know. Someone who does not shy away from knowledge, no matter its source, in order to create, to expand their awareness. It is admirable.
Null was controlling people's minds. Let's not pin any medals on her just yet. What do you think about talking to Malgus again? You've got something up your sleeve you didn't have last time.
We're getting closer to understanding how Darth Nul worked, but we still don't know what Malgus is trying to imitate. Not for sure, anyway. Maybe if I tell him about what we know, he'll open up, whether he means to or not.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
Thank you both for your help on this.
It has been my pleasure.
No problem. I'm going to let the old man know what we found. He and Arn will be dying to hear everything.
The chat you had with Dr. Ogorob paints a better picture of what Malgus may have been up to. Darth Nul's work on mind control says a lot, but combining Sith and Jedi toys? That's big news. Malgus following in the footsteps of someone with Jedi connections is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Never mind Hedda Cole getting her hands on Darth Nul's holocron.
Malgus told us his plan will succeed, no matter what.
Which makes knowing what's on that holocron even more important, and he's our only lead. We're not running blind, however. What we learned about Darth Nul's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much.
Heads up. Looks like we have a special guest.
Tell these droids to get out of my way. I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Supreme Chancellor and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work.
One of those contracts was destroying the defense grid on Coruscant during an Imperial invasion.
I was there to do a job. I did it and moved on. You should understand that. You and I have an understanding, but I owe no loyalty to the Republic or to the Empire, Malgus included.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Hedda, with or without permission.
That's why I'm here. We all need to know more about his plan.
Don't you get it? With the holocron, Hedda is part of that plan, willing or not.
You weren't interested in the holocron when we ran into Sahar.
I wasn't. But I won't let Hedda use whatever's on there to hurt my people. So, what's it gonna be?
I can handle Malgus. I've done it before.
And you've got nothing. Use the same tactics, get the same results. Think about it. I'm the only one here who knows him. I get how he thinks, how he twists everything around, what's really important to him. I can make this happen.
Doesn't change the fact that Shay isn't on the VIP list.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
More than that, Shay can give advice during my questioning.
Malgus had a few bad habits when I worked with him. I'm betting they're still there. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
Risky, but the situation calls for it.
At least we'll be in full control. If anything seems wrong, we can shut it down.
Stay alert, no matter what. I'm going in. You ready?
Always.
Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
If you just walked me through what it is you want, maybe I can help. Maybe there's another way to finish what you started. A way that others will accept.
Few minds can comprehend my vision.
The two of us do share something special. Most people don't see things the way you and I do.
Perhaps that is why they parade you in front of me.
Good start. Try asking him something.
And how does Hedda Cole fit into all this?
She doesn't. My designs are much greater than her petty civil war. The Mandalorians are fractured, a broken people. They struggle to decide who they are. An endless cycle of waste and fodder. Useless.
Big talk from inside that cell.
I can understand how someone would think the Mandalorians are unreliable.
Watch it.
But they haven't let me down.
Not yet.
Slippery Chakarish. Okay, maybe Hedda wasn't part of his plan, but something sure as hell changed.
Do you still believe your plan will succeed without you? Is that why you let others carry the torch?
Strength begets strength. All else will wither and fade. Even you.
If my fate is already set in stone, then you might as well tell me what it is.
You are no different from anyone else. You will witness my reckoning. I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of his mystical Osic. What about the holocron? Does Hera have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear? Shave Vizsla.
Cut it out. This is between you and me.
It is too late. Your thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you. There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers. Your people are divided, while Heta Kol gathers her army. You are right to come begging for answers. Heta will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
Can you not see it? The past looms over us all, a shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them. They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
Nothing lasts forever.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
What's going on? Is everything all right?
Yes. For the moment. I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
I sent you to look into the origins of one of Darth Null's relics. I haven't heard any updates.
What I found. It is best if I show you in person. I will await your arrival.
Voss. Well, at least it's nice this time of year.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.
Arkan. I can't believe you're here.
You were wise to send Sonore to help me. Without her, I might still be searching those ruins. I'm so glad to be home.
Sonore didn't tell me you'd be here. You caught me off guard.
I'm sure it slipped her mind. She has been speaking to some other Voss about something, and she has seemed unsettled.
You have arrived. Good. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Null, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. The strange ruins Arkan found on the planet in wild space. They were resistant to his presence for a reason.
But together we found something.
What you are about to see. Darth Null possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Null could speak to someone's most hidden desires, reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization.
Sharing this knowledge was unacceptable to those around Darth Null. She was ostracized, friendless.
Darth Null took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Null taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary.
But Darth Null was careless. She made contact with someone she shouldn't have. The Sith Emperor, as he was then. He took advantage of her mistake. He ruthlessly pursued her.
Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Null locked many of their secrets away in the ruins Arkan found. Null and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Null's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Null.
If the Emperor made her Darth Null after she was captured, who was she before?
She was no one. At least, not after she was expelled from the Jedi Order.
Darth Null didn't just build her lightsaber with Jedi resources. She was a Jedi.
For a time. The account of Darth Null's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
Every time we learn something about Darth Null, it adds more pieces to the puzzle. And we still don't know what she did that inspired Malgus's plans.
But now the truth has come to light. If Malgus wanted to hide it forever, he failed.
All that you found about Darth Null, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The Three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
Why won't the Three let anyone know what's in this vision? It could be something that affects them.
Just as they refused to explain the contents of the vision, they refused to give a reason. It is their right. The Three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision. But they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
Malgus's plans could mean the end of the galaxy as we know it. What more of a reason do they need?
Perhaps they think there is nothing in this vision that would help you. However, you have the opportunity to convince them otherwise. Despite our best efforts, some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. With luck, they will be receptive to one with your gracious reputation.
I will do anything I can to stop Malgus. If helping rebuild will get the three to share information, it's a small price to pay.
I'd like to speak with you for a moment, before you depart.
Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
Akin, what was it you wanted to talk about?
All this talk of visions, it reminded me. Something strange happened while I was away. As I searched Darth Maul's ruins, every step I took felt so familiar. Like I had been there before.
But you said there was nothing there. Why would you go there?
That's the thing. I wouldn't have had a reason to. It was confusing, distressingly so. I was so certain I had stood on the surface of that empty world, even though I could not remember when or why. I spoke with Sonoray about this sense of familiarity. It didn't take long before she understood what I was feeling. I was there, in those ruins, once before, during the ritual in the Shrine of Healing.
How is that possible?
I am unsure. This realization awakened other memories of what I saw while the Voss healed me. I believed they were dreams at the time, but Sonoray believes otherwise. She says they were visions.
Visions of the future? Like the Voss mystics who performed your healing ritual?
Yes, the very same. In the ritual, the mystics infuse part of their spirit with yours. It is not uncommon for a mystic's gifts to be shared with the one they are cleansing. They open my mind to unreachable distances. The past. What may happen. What never will. In truth, it is all still a blur. It was as if I lived decades in the span of hours. I saw centuries worth of horrors committed by my father. I felt the rage and the cruelty born of my desperation to please him. The suffering and the devastation I caused, it was all made plain to me. When I learned what my father had done in Darth Maul's ruins, old fears resurfaced. I was afraid I saw those ruins because I was doomed to follow in his footsteps. But in my vision, I also saw a place by your side, and what I needed to become, to be worthy of it. I saw the work I could do, how I could dedicate myself to atonement, like helping you stop Darth Malgus. Reliving that vision, it reminded me that I have far to go before I can be forgiven for all that I inflicted upon others, if that is even possible. But I am moving in the right direction.
Now you see what I see. Your strength, your sincerity. It was always in you, Arkan. And I know it may not seem like it, but you don't have to do any of this alone. I'm yours whenever you need me.
Not one day has passed at your side where I felt alone. Your belief is a gift, one that I cherish deeply. You are so captivating. It is difficult to find the words to say how grateful I am for you. But I want to thank you, in every way possible, for not giving up on me.
I had hoped the Three's presence would encourage everyone to work harder. Nothing has improved.
Give it time. The Three will grow tired of the delay.
Greetings. I am Maton Jar. This is Kodum. Sonoray sent word that you would be joining us. You keep the company of strange associates. I wonder, is it a testament to your character? Together, we, the Shrine Restoration Initiative, have rebuilt much of the damage inflicted during the Eternal Empire's attack. Many shrines in the vicinity of Voska are fully restored. We understand that you hope for an audience with the Three. They are here, but wholly consumed with seeing us expedite our work on the Shrine of Contemplation. Should you help us arrive at our goal? They have lost control of the excavation droids. That is troubling. Wait. Before one enters the Shrine of Judgment, one must be cleansed. The workers perform this ritual before entering the shrine. The outsider must do the same. The outsider will prevent any harm from coming to them. But unless the ritual is performed, desecration of the shrine is assured. Do not worry, friend. I will guide the outsider every step of the way. It will be quick. Go to the Altar of Clarity, at the edge of the settlement. I will guide you through the ritual.
Oh.
This is the Altar of Clarity. To begin the ritual, gather sacred incense from those crates and burn it. Good. Now you must wash the ash from your hands. Use the basin. Thank you, Outsider. You are free to enter the Shrine of Judgment.
I'm honored. All fixed up.
Kin man kodrava chetta dimba.
Thank you, Outsider.
All fixed up.
Oh no, baby.
Why is this happening? Here, take this.
Tran vienmongi ho vabaka vihutroi kwatu fulam. Wa mingwang gam jiwan kwamak gilan va. Ne so fonde ko nagda neva ak nagnan ni matan. Kundi tremoyo bot masang. Kwai kong ni bao le ching tong doro ngao. Ni go wai dat wai chakamrang. Kong ni wai he triole. Kum ni go wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sayo. Ne so fonde ko nagda neva ak nagnan ni matan. Kum ni go wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sayo. Puavaska bam ki na gongham trong wang lao de chao trok sha. Ne so fonde ko nagda neva ak nagnan ni matan. Lambo mongbon tulran kati kumin mo ko namban. All fixed up.
Here, take this.
Klung sa doting naman ni haulay may kontray kwa vaitram namaya chong dito. Huawaska bam ki nagungkam trong wang lao the chow trok siya. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ay ak nagnanimatan. Get naman tatalo voy damak. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ay ak nagnanimatan. Kung nigo wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sayo. Dan foi vudagan achnan chok tontay. Vebegor nesa fun.
You know what? That concludes today's adventure. Thanks for watching and happy hunting.